Hello and welcome to another Necron video, and this time we are doing another update for the IDICBeer Necron Lord project. So you can see the artwork that my girlfriend produced for this project in the background, which is essentially what we're going to be basing the Necron Lord off, as well as some of the pre-concept art ideas. So there'll be a link to Nick's channel in the description down below. And let's just take a look at what we've got so far. So you can see that the pieces are really starting to come together. We can start off with the scythe, but I don't think the camera is going to focus so well on this just yet. I have to move it a little bit more. So you can see the general look of the scythe here that I wanted to go for, with the blades sticking out at the side instead of sticking up like with a general war scythe, and we've got the terminator hand there. The top of the shaft actually consists of two separate war scythe staff ends, and you can see where it's connected to the Grey Knight staff body. And on the other side, this is where I've done a little bit more work with a tiny bit of green stuff and the end of another Praetorian staff, which I will later add a little bit more green stuff to, but this is just the first step. So that is the war side so far. Then we're going to take a look at the main body, and this is getting there. I mean, it still requires a bit of work, but you can see a couple of places where I've added the green stuff, put on the broadened shoulders with void blade parts, and they're just green stuffed in to try and connect them a little bit better to the main body without just going for glue and then having them sticking out a bit. So you can see where they are on the separate sides, and between the body and the legs there was a lot of plastic and green stuff, and then you can see the green stuff feet. So the upper leg is still requires quite a bit of work, but the cloak, when it comes down, should be able to cover that up a bit and help work the legs into the system. So this is the left arm, which is missing the hand because that will be where the Terminator hand from the war side connects. It's got a little bit of green stuff on there. And then the right arm is pretty much done. It's a Cryptek forearm with a standard Necron upper arm and a bit of green stuff connecting the two. I might add a little bit more to the upper arm to bulk it up just a little bit more. And you can see here we have the piece of scenery / resurrection orb rising out of the ground, which is now magnetized, so will actually connect to the base like that and is removable. And the way to do that is very, very simple. All you need is a little bit of green stuff and a magnet on one side, and a little bit of green stuff and a magnet on inside of the terrain, I guess you should call it. And I just drilled a 2mm diameter hole through that little piece there, and then the war side is going to go there. So obviously I have to take into account where the end of the war side is going to go, so I thought this is a pretty decent piece because it can essentially support the war side when it's up, if I need it to do that. Then we also have the Eldar spine, which I mentioned before, which I've just got to be able to fit into the base without the cloak getting in the way. And I think that'll be pretty much it. There's also a spine, which I didn't have at the time, so if you want to leave any comments or suggestions, you can do so down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.